International Women's Day is a day for honoring women the world over for their accomplishments. And we at the International Women's Meditation Center created the Outstanding Women in Buddhism Awards in an effort to respect and honor the accomplishments of Buddhist women the world over. In the year 2016, the event was held in Taiwan at the temple of the great master Cheng Yen at Tzu Chi Buddhist Foundation. The following are the biographies of the award winners of the year. I am Bhikkhuni Dr. Lee of the United States of America, and I am very proud to present these biographies for you. Pu Wei of Taiwan. Most Venerable Master Bhikshuni Pu Wei was ordained under Most Venerable Master Bhikshuni De Zi, the abbess of Taichung Shen Zai Tang. In 1964, after she received her Bhikshuni vows from Shifangda Ju Temple, she went to Shaoshan Buddhist Institute to study Buddha Dhamma. In 1969, she returned to Shen Zai Tang to take the post of president and abbess. For the past 50 years, she has maintained these two posts and invested all of her life in social work, community service, and propagation of Buddha Dharma. From time to time, she has been involved in government social welfare projects. One such project is providing assistance to the poor. Whenever a disaster or accident occurs, she emanates the Buddha's compassionate response and instantaneously provides the needy with assistance. For many years, she has responded to the Social Affairs Bureau of Taichung City government's call to assist the poor and the elderly. Therefore, she annually organizes the Winter Charity Service to provide food, clothing, and care for the poor and elderly. From time to time, she sponsors healthy lunch programs for Aboriginal children who live in poverty in remote regions. From time to time, she has responded to the Taiwanese Justice of Ministry's call for providing counseling services to inmates, and she actively teaches Buddha Dhamma to the inmates of Taichung Prison. She has responded to the Taiwan government's international relief operations by donating to Nepal, Japan, Southeast Asia, and China for relief and rebuilding operations. She protects Buddhist temples and properties of Buddhist organizations, as well as responds to Taiwan government's call for all religious groups to follow the laws of the land. She organizes many talks on law and government regulations of religious organizations. Every year, she organizes a large prayer ceremony to celebrate the holy birth of our Lord Buddha and spread the teachings of the Buddha's compassion and loving kindness. She has actively organized many China and Taiwan Buddhist interaction programs, thus fostering mutual learning between bhikshunis from both sides of the Taiwanese Straits. As the executive director of the Buddhist Association of the Republic of China, and during her term as the president of the Taichung Buddhist Association, she has actively promoted the activities of both associations and used the resources of both associations to spread Buddha Dhamma and transform the minds and habits of people into doing and thinking virtuously. She founded Taichung Shen Chai Elementary School to bring Buddha Dhamma and Buddhist culture to ordinary children and people. Annually, she conducts regular Buddha Dhamma classes, Dhamma talks, youth camps, and children's Dharma camps. All these activities are designed to purify the minds of people and transform our society into a better place. Annually, she conducts a 7-day Pure Land retreat and 8 precepts group practice with the aim of bringing blessings to our society. Yearly, she organizes Chongyang Respect Our Elderly program to promote and strengthen the good tradition of respecting our elderly. She regularly conducts Buddha Dhamma discussion class to spread Buddha Dhamma widely and deeply. She organizes a special prayer and merit-making ceremony to celebrate Earth Day and promote environmental protection. In 2015 in Taiwan, when it was suffering the widespread epidemic of dengue fever, she responded with a special prayer and merit-making ceremony to bring hope and security to the people. She has been trying to restore Buddhism to its former glory and excellent order, and her efforts have resulted in many glorious achievements. In 2011, she became the president of the Chinese Bhikkhuni Association. From day one, she has been trying to amass all Taiwanese bhikkhunis to restore Buddhism to its former glory and excellent order. Every year, she takes the post of the witness teacher at the receiving Bhikshuni precept ceremony because of her aspiration to spread the Bhikkhuni precepts. She has been amassing all Taiwanese bhikkhunis to spread Buddha Dhamma, create sound Buddhist regulations, and protect the Triple Gems. She has been trying to uplift the status of bhikshunis in the Taiwanese society, and using the resources and network of the Bhikkhuni Association, she has conducted on many social work projects, cultural and educational activities. She has been organizing academic seminars with the aim to develop Buddhist talents and uplift the quality of bhikshunis. She has worked with various women's groups to organize many charitable, cultural, and educational activities. She has been organizing many international Buddhist visits to promote Taiwan and foster international Buddhist cooperation. Bhikshuni Pu Wei graduated from Dong Fa Buddhist Institute. Currently, she fulfills with dignity the following duties. 1. Executive Director of the Buddhist Association of the Republic of China. 2. Executive Director of the Taiwan Buddhist Association. 3. President of the Chinese Bhikkhuni Association. 4. President of Tai Chung Shen Chai Elementary School. 5. Abbess of Tai Chung Shen Zai Tang. She previously served as 1. President of Tai Chung Buddhist Association, and 2. Founder of Tai Chung Shen Chai Elementary School. Her honors include the 2014 Taiwan's National Good People Good Works 8 Merits Award. Bhikshuni Hong An of Taiwan. Bhikshuni Hong An was born as Pi Chu Wu in 1943 in Hong Mao Gang, Kaohsiung. Her father is Tian Shou Wu, and her mother is Shu Yuan Wu. She is the 6th child of 7 siblings in her family. Bhikshuni Hong An has observed the dietary rules of Buddhist restraint since she was 9 years old. When she was 13 years old, a master used slides to propagate Dhamma and describe stories of the Buddha, which increased her bodhicitta to follow the 3 precious gems. So she studied Buddhist studies classes at night, memorized lots of terms in the Dictionary of Buddhism, and more. Grand Master Bhikshuni Hong An was admitted to the Institute of Tipitaka Buddhist Studies, and after overcoming a lot of difficulties, she finally achieved her wish of being tonsured, ordained by Dharma Master Jen Kwang. She then became a seminary in Hai Hui Temple in Keelung and studied in the Institute of Buddhist Studies. In 1961, Grand Master Bhikshuni Hong An received the full precepts at the Hai Hui Temple in Keelung. After her graduation in 1963, she was hired as a lecturer at the Buddhist Hall in Kaohsiung, which allowed her to start to propagate Dhamma. In 1964, she established Qing Lian Mountain National Preserve, Miao Chung Temple in Cao Ya, Kianzhen District, Kaohsiung. She observed that people who live in this district are mostly laborers, and they have to earn their keep every day, preventing them from taking good care of their children. Bhikshuni Ti Zeng of Taiwan. Bhikshuni T. Zeng was born in Shuangji, Taipei. Her father was a soldier who accompanied the national government to Taiwan. As a young woman, she worked very hard and performed many jobs, including as an embroiderer and the owner of a beauty shop, a Chinese and Western restaurant, a budget hotel, a screw and nut manufacturing factory, and some business partnerships. She had made a vow when she was young that she would help her mother and work as hard as possible to earn money for her family. One day she went to the doctor. She was told that she had a small cancerous tumor on her finger. At this time she realized the impermanence of life and decided to make a vow to the medicine Buddha. She became ordained and went on to establish Liu Li Shan Temple, using the medicine Buddha's 12 vows as her guidelines. Bhikshuni T. Zeng subsequently established Dongfa Jingyuan Temple in Kaohsiung. She initiated group meditation, Buddhist study group, and in 2005 founded Yangzun Buddhist College to propagate humanistic Buddhism. She encourages the development of Dharma, education, culture of Buddhism, and charity. These 4 principles she also encourages at Fu Ling Temple in Taichung, Taiwan, the Medicine Buddha Temple in Malaysia, and the Buddhist Institute, where she also subsequently established. As a living bodhisattva, she uses limited time to do unlimited things. On TV talk shows, writing and publishing self-help books and autobiographies, at Buddhist forums, Buddhist youth camps, educational scholarships for universities, offering food and financial support to those in need, end-of-life counseling. She expands others' worldviews to encompass the usefulness of Buddhism. In recognition of her meritorious endeavors, the Home Affairs Office of the Taiwanese government honored her in 2015. Bhikkhuni Upalawana Magapanya of Thailand. Bhikkhuni Upalawana Magapanya was born in 1968 as Punkamon Wongsawat. She had the opportunity to attend elementary school till grade 6 only because her father passed away and her family was in need. When she was young, she raised her 3 younger siblings. Although unable to attend school as other children, she felt that she wanted to seek Dhamma. She successfully helped raise and finance her younger siblings until her one brother became a judge, her other brother became a small business owner, and her sister a nurse. She decided to study the Dhamma in order to exit the cycle of existence, rather than to study worldly subjects which she felt would increase her desires, which will never end. As a young girl, she recognized that she enjoyed to make merit every day. If she could not give it directly, then she dropped it into a box and took it out when she went to the temple. She got hired as a clerk, and within 3 months she became a manager. After 5 years, she went to work at AIA and diligently earned her wages and many prizes for industriousness. One day, when being awarded, she realized that her success depended upon others, and therefore she wanted to depend on herself and instead seek Nibbana. So she took a 7-day meditation course and realized that she wanted to pursue a path in Buddhism. She traveled into Myanmar and remained for a year studying Burmese meditation techniques. Then she returned to Thailand and began to teach Buddhism to factory and industrial workers. She took her seminary and bhikshuni ordination vows in Thailand and was shortly thereafter gifted land to build a temple in Lopburi, Thailand. Currently, she has successfully established the Tan Punkamon Wongsawat Foundation and is on her way to building a meditation center to encourage the Fourfold Sangha. She has the skills to overcome the discrimination against seminaries and bhikkhunis in Thailand, and local villagers and officials have begun to visit her center. Bhikshuni Jizun of Malaysia. Bhikshuni Jizun has focused her monastic efforts on contributing primarily to 2 Buddhist organizations, the Malaysian Buddhist Institute and the Malaysian Buddhist Association, and a temple, Zu Yong Kong Temple. Born in 1965, she was active in Buddhist Sunday Dharma classes when in primary grade school 5. By the time she went to high school, she pioneered the establishment of the Buddhist Society at her high school. Then she enrolled in the Malaysian Buddhist Institute and became a seminary under Master Zuk Mor of the Triple Wisdom Temple in Penang. Her Bhikshuni ordination followed at Kek Lok Si Temple, Penang, when she was 20. And then she went on to Taiwan to study and graduate from Hua Yen College. By graduating solidly from both distinguished Buddhist educational institutions, she earned the position of a teacher at the Malaysian Buddhist Institute. Her motivation and talents brought her the duties of head administrator and later head of academic affairs. The Malaysian Buddhist Institute teaches and cultivates in monastics the Buddha's wisdom. She helped to set up Hui Lin Wan with a total of 15 bhikshunis in residence, and later took over Tzu Yong Kong Temple and modernized it to begin teaching Chinese painting and floral arrangement in addition to Buddhist studies. And today the center, after 10 years under her management, has grown to 100 regular devotees at the adult Buddhism class, Sunday school, and youth section. Bhikshuni Jizun's career with the Malaysian Buddhist Association is also most noteworthy, having been appointed as a Dhamma Propagation Officer, Education Officer, and then Honorable Secretary. The MBA is the headquarters for National Unity of Buddhists in Malaysia and builds good relationships and ethnic harmony while revitalizing the Buddhist teaching system. In addition, in 2011, Kek Lok Si Temple, where she became a bhikshuni, invited her to set up a school, which she did successfully. It is the He Shan Institute of Penang, which offers Chinese calligraphy, Chinese music, and Buddhism classes. Bhikshuni Wu Yin of Taiwan. Venerable Bhikshuni Wu Yin received her novice vows in 1957 and her bhikshuni vows in 1959. As the abbess of Luminary Temple in Chai Yi and founder of Luminary Buddhist Institute, she oversees programs for monastics and lay people, as well as translation and publishing projects at the Luminary International Buddhist Society. She studied at the Chinese Culture University and made advanced studies in Hawaii, USA. Bhikshuni Wu Yin decided to help bhikshunis find a meaningful role in modern society via education. She established 6 urban Dharma centers and a forest center in Xiang Guangshan Temple. Her urban centers focus on teaching Buddhism via dialogue and discussion rather than lecture, which has proven successful. Regarding her bhikshuni disciples, she has sent them to experience Theravada Buddhism. She has also sent them to other Asian countries and to Western countries to make advanced studies in Buddhism, psychology, education, and history. With her keen, open, and active mind, she has built a solid bridge connecting Buddhism to the modern world. As an expert in teaching Bhikshuni Vinaya, the Venerable has taught in Taiwan, India, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Myanmar, and encouraged the development of bhikshunis in the Theravada and Vajrayana lineages. Bhikshuni Wu Yin works to improve the status of bhikshunis. She can cultivate team spirit, and therefore there are over 100 bhikshunis in the Luminary International Buddhist Society. She has also brought forth peace and understanding by participating in international Buddhist conferences, in particular in 2009 on Sangha education. She has constructed a library, made a magazine, and established a translation and publishing association. Her brilliance shines forth repeatedly and even in the architecture of her temples, which have received architectural awards for innovation and creativity. The 19th Architect Magazine Award went to Si Zu Lin Dharma Center in Kaohsiung, which derives its style and concept from the Lotus Sutra. Also, the Yang Hui Dharma Center in Taichung won 2 awards for architectural excellence, as its open space allows interaction with the modern city. Mechi Bunlom Puak Tet of Thailand. Mechi Bunlom was born in 1958, and at the age of 21, she encountered a temple and became a Mechi. She graduated from high school, grade 9, and continued her studies in the area of Buddhism to the level of Dhamma Studies 3. At first, she lived in the temple and studied with her teacher. After about 4 years, she herself became a Dhamma teacher. Mechi Bunlom Puak Tet dedicates her life to helping teenage girls, children, and women. She has for 40 years cultivated her skills into an art assisting rural girls in Dhamma education and vocational skills. She has taught girls to sew and make flowers, a wonderful alternative to what may await a poor rural girl in Thailand. She has traveled Thailand widely, teaching in Pathum Thani, Chiang Mai, Kanchanaburi, Prachimburi, and Surat Thani provinces. In these provinces, she made outreach to schools and temples to assist teenage girls. In 2009, she became the abbess of her own temple in Pitsanulok province, the province where she was born. And along with the Thai Mechi Institute, she is teaching precepts and Dhamma at Dhammasathan Pailomrat Temple. Mechi Opasini Sorntirat of Thailand. Mechi Opasini Sorntirat has a very deep love of life, Buddhism, and nature. Born in 1959, she was fortunate to have a mother and sister who were nuns. They were happy, peaceful, and knowledgeable in Buddhist teachings and practices. This positively influenced her, and she ordained at age 27. She enjoyed studying Dharma and Abhidhamma, and did so to the highest levels, level 3. While she studied, she gained strong faith and inspiration to see improvement in people's lives and society. So she became a Dhamma teacher and event organizer for the temple. She has taught different age groups and populations, the elderly, youth, working people from both the government and private sectors. She traveled to India and Nepal and became further inspired to promote Buddhism. She teaches the 4 mindfulness postures and considers every activity as meditation. She is the abbess of Swan Pasanti Nantawan Temple in Nakhon Sawan province, and she focuses on primarily making outreach to teach women. Over the past decades, she has undertaken 16 projects as follows. 1. Teaching Dhamma on the radio. 2. Annual meditation retreats for Magha Puja, Mother's Day, and Father's Day. 3. New Year's chanting to bring in a positive new year. 4. An herb project where she cultivates more than 100 types of herbs. 5. Dhamma studies. 6. A water treatment project. 7. A recycling project. 8. How to make a charcoal oven for energy conservation. 9. Organic farming. 10. Reforestation and creating a tree bank. 11. Fertilizer project. 12. 5 precept project. 13. Tipitaka out of the closet project, whereby villagers come to read stories from the Tipitaka and share stories. 14. Building accommodations for meditators. 15. Landscaping the temple. And 16. Dhammatan project. A corner is devoted to CDs and Dhamma books in her temple. Her happiness clearly comes from her close relationship to nature and Dhamma. Mechi Sukhantham Kamyong of Thailand. Mechi Sukhantham Kamyong was born in 1962 and ordained at the age of 27 in Mahatat Temple, Bangkok. She completed her Dhamma studies and Abhidhamma studies to the highest level, level 3. She pursued a Master of Arts degree in Educational Management and went on to become the abbess of Bun Panya Nusorn Dhamma Center in Buriram. It is branch temple number 16 of the Thai Mechi Institute. In Buriram, a remote province, she firmly committed herself to 1. Working for Buddhism, and 2. Understanding the Buddhist principles in order to apply them in daily life. With this clarity, she could perceive the vice, for example, the widespread sale of girls, and the lack of education in the province, and organize educational and community activities as a means to develop the area. Mechi Sukhantam has successfully initiated 12 community projects as follows. 1. Annual moral training seminar for more than a decade, with 5,000 people having learned meditation and maintained 8 precepts. 2. Established a community college with 80 graduates to date, and 50 are currently enrolled. 3. Established a community welfare fund, a fund of money managed by the community. 4. Opened the opportunity for informal high school education from grades 7 to 12. 5. Friend Therapy Hospital Project to visit the hospital and offer Dhamma talks, especially on Diabetes Day. 6. Teaching Thai language to high school students on a tutorial basis. 7. Toys for youths. 8. Community Rice Bank. 9. Access to computers for work project. She set up a computer room for students and the public to use free of charge. 10. Dhamma talks on the radio. 11. An organic rice project. 12. She created a database on Mechis in Buriram province. Mechi Sukhantam Kamyong has created harmony and solidity in her community and promoted Buddhist principles in daily life. Chin Sai Liu of Taiwan. Chin Sai Liu was born in 1959 to a religious family. Her mother is a pious Buddhist, and therefore she grew up meeting abbots and abbesses from different temples. They visited her mother to seek her mother's assistance in raising funds for temple building, temple maintenance, and/or monetary allowance for resident bhikkhus and/or bhikkhunis. Her mother never said no to their requests. She witnessed her mother go everywhere to raise funds, and her mother always managed to complete all fundraising tasks. Growing up in a Buddhist environment greatly impacted her, and eventually in 1979 she took refuge in the Triple Gems and has followed her mother's footsteps, fundraising and completing tasks for temples. Currently, since the year 2000, she is the president of the Taiwan branch of the Gaden Sharste Monastery in South India. Since 2009, she's the chief planner and CEO of the Pure Sound 3000 concert. This concert has brought different Buddhist traditions, temples, Dhamma centers, and people from all walks of life to come together to promote world peace and celebrate the birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. She's been running a vegetarian restaurant for the past 35 years. Every year she will organize winter charity services to provide food, clothing, and care for the poor and old. Whenever there is an urgent need of help or disaster, she will provide the necessary assistance and relief. Every year she will invite Rinpoches, Lamas, and Khenpos from the different Tibetan Buddhist traditions to visit Taiwan so they can teach Buddha Dhamma. In 2014 to 17, she was an elected member of the Board of Supervisors of the Alama Association. Her past achievements include being selected by Asian readers to be the 2001 Reader Digest's Model of Compassion and Bravery. For 10 years, 1992 to 2002, She was elected as a member of the board of directors of the Global Buddha-dana and Sankatana Association. From 1998 to 2001, she was the office manager of the Global Buddha-dana and Sankatana Association. From 2012 to 14, she was elected as a member of the board of directors of the Amala Association. Hia Ai Sim of Malaysia. Dr. Hia Ai Sim earned a PhD in traditional Chinese medicine from Shandong University, China, with extensive prior training in Malaysia and Taiwan. She has her own traditional Chinese medicine clinic in Malaysia now. A female Malaysian Buddhist devotee, she was born in 1962 and is the eldest child. At the age of 18, she became actively involved in Buddhism, and by the age of 26, became an active volunteer, committing herself to the promotion and development of Malaysian Buddhism, which has now spanned a more than 30-year period of time. She has focused her talents on cultivating Buddhist youths via creative ways such as composing modern Buddhist songs for the Hilir Perak Buddhist Association, leading Buddhist youth camps and workshops, and ultimately was elected president of the association. She has emphasized 4 main service areas. 1. Dhamma propagation. 2. Cultivation. 3. Education. And 4. Welfare. In particular, she established a fund for needy students. She also pioneered the construction of the Dhammacakka building and the Bodhicitta building for the association. At the same time, she was also actively involved in the Young Buddhist Association of Malaysia, YBAM, a national association. During her tenure as National Council member, she served in different positions such as Deputy President, Vice President, Chairperson of Perak State Liaison Committee, Chairperson of Welfare Committee, and Chairperson of the Culture Committee, Director of YBAM's 5th 6-year plan, and Chairperson and Speaker of YBAM National Convention, and as a guest speaker at numerous Buddhist seminars, etc. Although no longer serving as a National Council member of the Young Buddhist Association of Malaysia due to an age limit, she is still actively involved as their consultant. At present, besides running her own clinic, she's also a lecturer at International Medical University, Malaysia. As a practicing traditional Chinese medical doctor, she has served as committee member at the Malaysian Chinese Medical Association and the Academy of Professional Acupuncture and the Chinese Physicians Association of Malaysia. She was head of the Department of Chinese Medicine at the International Medical University in Malaysia. And all of these opportunities helped her to provide a platform to dedicate herself to the promotion and development of academic research into traditional Chinese medicine. Both Buddhism and traditional Chinese medicine are the 2 main passions of her life, driving her to serve and be dedicated in whatever way she can. As far as she is concerned, achieving a balanced life with traditional Chinese medicine and Buddhism is her goal, her lifelong pursuit. She will continue to serve with dedication and loving kindness for the benefit of the community and requests the Buddha to always be her guiding light. Mei Jung Liu Pan of Taiwan. Mei Jung Liu Pan was born in 1954 in New Taipei, Zanzi village, then a remote village. Her family was very poor and very conservative. They highly treasured boys, while girls were considered dirty and cheap. Therefore, at the young age of 5, she was helping on the farm, rearing the cows and taking care of her siblings. Later, she became an apprentice at a wire-making factory. After work, she cooked and cleaned for her family. Due to her diligence, vision, and ability to overcome difficulties, she eventually became the owner of a wire-making factory and raised her children into successful people. Besides success in her business and a happy family, she also has a compassionate heart and promotes vegetarianism. Therefore, 24 years ago, she started the Renher Vegetarian Restaurant. She runs this restaurant business not for making a profit, but instead it is run to promote vegetarian diet and to protect our environment and save our planet, as well as to purify our minds. With that in mind, she has creatively introduced many different dishes to attract more people to change their eating habits and way of life. She loves to help others, but she doesn't do it for publicity or to seek a payback. So she always anonymously helps others, whoever and whenever the need appears. Her personal practice is that she loves doing charity. She is truly grateful for the kindness of others. She practices Dharma in her daily life. Therefore, she strives to run her business and make profits the righteous ways. She practices Dharma not only to purify her mind, liberating her own suffering and attaining happiness, but also to benefit and safeguard the Dharma practice of all sentient beings. Her compassionate care and charity work for many years has been for the welfare of people living on the fringe, such as street people, the elderly living alone, inmates and former inmates. She has been providing financial support, material resources, and shelter assistance to these people so they can be free from hunger and cold. Their financial and material problems can be solved. Then these people will be thankful and not go astray. It will rekindle their hope for a better future. For many years, she has been providing financial and material support to Buddhism and Taoism. She has been assisting numerous masters, building and maintaining temples and stupas, hosting major prayer ceremonies, publishing scriptures. She hopes that through her support, masters can focus on their practice and spread their teachings. Followers can have a supportive environment in which to practice, and all religions can bring harmony and stability to our society. For many years, she has been equally providing financial and material assistance to volunteer police. She hopes through her support, more people will be interested in volunteerism, a better and safer society, as well as better traffic management. In terms of social welfare, at her young age, she overcame many difficulties to excel through her diligence and abilities. This can be an example for all young girls to progress upward. Her excellent performance at work, a good role model for working people she is. Her success in business contributes to the economic progress of her nation. Besides having success in her business, she is a very caring person. She takes good care of her workers. She greatly contributes to her community and society. All these good works make her a good role model for all women. Self-awakening and awakening of others. She treasures all connections and she strives to create positive connections. Mei Jung Liu Pan practices the four boundless qualities: compassion, loving kindness, rejoice in others' success, and equanimity. She also practices not doing, non-doing, apranithiyan in Sanskrit, and not seeking, while at the same times she fulfills her heart with love and virtues. Sutham Wirun Haman of Thailand. Sutham Wirun Haman was born in 1960 and she is an agriculturalist with a bachelor's degree in public administration and a Master of Science degree in Geosocial-based Sustainable Development from Meizhou University. She has created a natural healing center for individuals and society. Her love of nature and service-minded intention towards others earned her a degree in Thai traditional medicine from the Ministry of Public Health in Lamphun Province. Following and teaching the 5 Buddhist precepts and King Bhumibol Adulyadet's sufficiency economy philosophy of living life simply and sufficiently are her inspiration. Sutam Wirunhaman established Pundin Panmai Learning Center, which translates as Learning Center on a hill covered with a great variety of trees. Here she offers her services graciously and freely to those in need. In addition, she offers her advice and guidance on how to create a positive, sustainable future at various community and governmental organizations where she is a committee member, including offering her help at police, the hospital, the cultural council, the national park, Lampun College of Agriculture and Technology, and the Dream Weaving for Peace Foundation, to mention a few. Sutam Wirunhaman lectures extensively throughout northern Thailand on applying Buddhist principles in daily life, herbal plant use, and living life sufficiently. Yawapa Patra Tiranon of Thailand. Yawapa Patra Tiranon was born in 1956. She earned a master's degree in development administration at NIDA, the National Institute of Development Administration. Upon her graduation, she received royal honors. Her worldly interests are in organizational behavior and human resource development, and she works to analyze hospital policy development for Lampun province. For 40 years, she has worked to develop hospital policy in remote provinces in Thailand, including Lampang and Radbari. 8 years ago, she began to devote herself to Buddhism. She made outreach to teach and specializes in teaching and leading workshops on applying the 5 precepts in daily life to village leaders and various government officials. Yawapa has taught many thousands of people who have consequently made changes in their behaviors. During this time, she divorced her husband, maintained her job, and was awarded by the hospital 4 years in a row by Princess Somsawari Kittiyabara for development of morals and ethics of the staff and community. Yawapa Patra Tiranon is hardworking and sincerely trying to improve the lives of others. She is planning to work wholeheartedly for Buddhism upon her retirement from the hospital this year.